Welcome to Inside Rosefield Studios. Today I wanted to talk about something pretty important, and that relates to music agencies. Music publishing companies and contracts. So a little backstory. About a month or so ago, I was contacted by a company. Now I won't name this company for legal reasons, but they gave me a contract and they wanted to speak with me. I have the contract here with me actually, which details all the terms and conditions that they wanted me to follow. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because companies like this can be very dangerous. Now, here's a question. Why are they, how come they're dangerous? What, is there a reason that they're dangerous to myself? Well, for one thing, this particular company is based in the UK. However, and that's one of the dangers if you're a foreign musician being contacted by a publishing company that's a lot further away than you are, especially if they're in a foreign country compared to you. There's a lot of things that you need to be careful of when you get a contract. The first thing is, please make sure you read through the whole thing. Now, I haven't actually signed this contract, and I doubt I ever will. But the point is that I'm trying to make here is that you need to make sure that you understand the rights that you hold as a musician and that you have full ownership of what you make. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Now, this contract is kind of sad. It's basically quite one-sided. When I got this, I went over it with a family member of mine who's dabbled in contracts and rights. So she helped me go over this contract and told me pretty much the couple of the points that are really important, especially as a musician. This contract is very one-sided, as I mentioned. It's purely meant to be made for the company and not the musician that they're supporting. Another thing that's a big issue here is that it doesn't really describe how you'd be contacted if anything were to happen, or if you wanted to forfeit or anything like that. A lot of the time, this contract also speaks about net worth instead of for royalties rather than the actual fee that you get. Yeah, which is bad, because if it was actually an equal 50-50 split, it wouldn't include just the net royalties. You'd also have $50 of that original, which is bad. I don't also really tell you how the royalties would be collected itself, and on top of that, you get paid really, really late. So you have 6 months usually with the pro organization if you're with them, but then this contract states they'd be able to hold it up to 3 months before you get paid. So you pretty much go 9 months without getting paid what you earn. Yeah, essentially a lot of this stuff is just really sad, and this is the thing where you have to be really careful with when you get a contract such as this. You need to make sure that you read through everything, because these contracts, if you don't read through them and you just sign them willy-nilly without going through them, you could lose a lot. And I'm pretty sure that this company, I was contacted by them as a relatively new artist to the industry. So if I didn't have my family member that helped me through this, I probably would have signed that contract without knowing what I was getting into. Or at least I would look through it, but I wouldn't really understand what was going on. And that's the most important thing, guys. When you get contracts like these, you have to be careful, because there are agencies and there are businesses that will try to scam you. I got off scot-free this time. I luckily had somebody there with me that told me the important things that what this contract was telling me. I'm telling you guys this is because I want you all to be safe, and I don't want you to go sign a contract that makes you have to stay doing this thing for 18 months, for example, because that's what this contract says. I don't want you to sign your rights. or for the prospect of getting your music out there. I don't think that's the right thing. Do you? Anyways, be safe, everybody. I love you. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining Inside Rosefield Studios.